was supposed to make this video yesterday. Welcome to Lisa's Crafts. I'm Lisa, your host. I will be working on stuff this week. I just didn't do Monday's video because, well, I ended up playing video games for a while. Sorry about that. But I did get stuff finished. I mean, close to being finished anyway. Okay. So, you know Lenny. There's the snail. It's not going to be his snail. This is now my daughter's birthday. Sorry. Birthday gift. Her birthday is in a few months. Well, not in a few months. It is this month. Anyway, I've almost got them finished. I'm not sure if I want to put buttons here or a string tie. I'm not sure. But I have these so they're loose. So that's the snail. I do not know what she's going to name it. I am starting to work on her mushroom spirit. I'm starting to work on it. So I just started it yesterday. I just finished the saddle yesterday, which was Monday, which I know I was supposed to do a video, but I ended up working on this. I mean, it's got a headpiece and fix his little horns here, or eyeballs, whatever you want to call it. Oh, anyways, yeah, it turned out okay. I mean, I wish the shell was a little bit better, but it's the first time I did it. The directions weren't super clear. They weren't bad, but they weren't super clear. So I had to do a little bit of guessing, and I had to recrochet this 8 times. But it might just be me, okay? Yeah. But I think he turned out well. Well, or she. I'm not sure of this name, so because she's not here to ask because she's at school, of course. But like I said, I haven't decided if I should put buttons here or if I should do a tie. But I'm gonna leave them loose, and I'm gonna leave it so she could be able to open it up and put stuff in it if she wants to. So, anyways, yep. So the snail is now done. I had Lenny on it, so he does sit up there. So he can sit on there. But I want her I think hers is going to be a little bit smaller than Lenny. Not sure, but she did pick out this, like, well, it's ivory, but we're going to call it like cream color for hers. And I did start the arm. So we got that started. I have like more to do, so anyway, so that's what I'm going to be working on this week. I also have to get some of those fingerless gloves I made last week up on my Etsy. I have to do a video of everything I made in November. It might come out this week and it might come out next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I kind of wound up doing some other stuff, and I also have a few other things to do today too. I have some laundry to do as well today, and I have to put some books on a shelf in my living room because the shelf that was in my room toppled over. Thank God no one was hurt, and me included, because it happened in the middle of the night and it landed up on my bed. Thank God my cats were not in the room, or they would have been squished. I should have had it anchored. In my defense, I should have had it anchored. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Anyways, I'm gonna fix the problem because I have a bookshelf in my living room that has space for some of my books, so we're just gonna move it there, which is fine. I mean, I do a lot of my crocheting in here anyway, so some of the bookshelves are better than others. I have to get them secured to the wall. That's what I need to do. Which I get kind of lazy with that sometimes. Yeah, but we'll get it fixed. And I moved that bookshelf now. It's in a more stable spot. But I'm not going to put my heavier books on there. I'm going to move my heavier books to a shelf in here. Not one of the towers, but I have a level 3 shelf that has 3 levels that I can put it on. But anyways, yeah, so things go awry. I also have to do more TikTok videos. I want to do a couple of them with Mushroom Spirit. And I can show you my mudroom one of these days. I'm not doing it today because I have like a whole bunch of recyclables in there right now. That's where we keep our recycle bin. So, well, we actually have a garbage can, but we have a bin we put all the recyclables in before we put it to that bin, which we put out to the curb. Whenever it's full, that's when we put it out. So sometimes we do it every Sunday, and sometimes we do it every other Sunday, and sometimes we only do it once a month. Depends on what we got. I live out in the country. Instead of burn a whole bunch of plastic, I'd rather just recycle it, let them deal with it. For a planet that wants us to do a lot of stuff that makes sense, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just babbling on about stuff that doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm going to be making a new snail. I'm thinking about doing, for the bottom, I'm thinking about doing this hot pink. Actually, it's shocking. That's shocking pink. I have to find my other purple. Yeah. With this purple, I think this purple's actually darker than it looks on this camera. And this is the shocking pink bright red heart, and of course this one is, what is this color? Oh, Mixed Berry by excuse me, by Hobby Lobby, and I love this yarn. So that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a traditional saddle. The one that's on that snail now is the one with a handle on. So it'd be like it's kind of a trick saddle in a way because it's got a handle on the front. With Lenny, I'm thinking about doing the traditional Western with the horn in front. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that with him. I also given him saddlebags too. I haven't decided on what color the blanket will be, like the saddle blanket, because they all have saddle blankets. I mean, some of them do, some of them don't. I've seen a couple of the snails without saddle blankets, but I like saddle blankets. So, yeah. And then I'm going to figure out how to do these saddles a bit smaller. Maybe make them a little more traditional. Anyway. Any whoosies. I'm going to be doing, the shell is going to be, I think I have it out here. The shell, I'm not sure what his shell is going to be. I think either I have it out here or I don't think so. I'm going to do like I have one that has some pinks and purples and blues in it, and I'm thinking about doing that for his shell, for his snail. And we gotta name. I gotta name that snail. I gotta give it a name, but I have to make it up and see what he or she looks like. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm gonna be working on this week. I'm gonna be finishing the my daughter's mushroom spirit. I'm gonna be finishing hers, and then we will get to the snail making. Yeah, so I do a lot of crocheting on this channel. If you like this sort of thing, please subscribe to my channel. Love to have you hit like, because that makes my day. You can leave a comment. I always love to hear from you. I know a lot of you absolutely like this sort of thing, so be it. And I'll catch you later. Probably do another video today yet. Probably a crochet with me or something. Anyway, talk to you later.